Okay, just testing audio again to make sure everything's up and running. Alright. So, welcome to part 2 of tonight's stream. We finished off Maze, and now we are jumping into Darkestville Castle, which I hope is going to be spoopy and wonderful. It's another kind of point-and-click style adventure game, but those are honestly very near and dear to my heart, and I love them so much. So we're jumping right into the one, and I have never played this before, so I'm really curious to see where it goes, and I'm gonna have to learn all the controls, but I'm like, you know, excitement. Okay, new game. Cat mode? Normal. Let's go normal. I will explore cat mode later and find out exactly what that's supposed to be.
Darkesville town was a calm and warm place. But sometimes towns change, and this was the case.
Oh, and
One night
rhyming.
occurred the strangest things so far. On Darkesville landed a fallen star. The townspeople saw this, and their surprise was big. Inside the fallen star was a demon baby named Sid. He was special, not like the average kid, with a creepy look and always chaos amid. Each year that passed, he showed without rest that his demon nature was on manifest. Mischievous, chaotic, always causing pain. The problems of others for him were a game. He grew with time, and something I can say is that when evil starts, only evil will stay.
I really hope I get to play as a
Sid's
demon.
adventure starts to extend. But just keep in mind, he doesn't have a happy end.
Oh my god, I think I get to play as a demon! Yeah! Woo, spoopy! Oh my god, I love the graphic style in this. It's so cartoony and bright, and like, neons are very much in my wheelhouse, so this for me, I'm just like, yeah! I so cannot wait to see where this goes. Abbott Costello, Casino Thanks, Droop Dog, Extra More, Ice Wizards, Twitch Details, and Violet's TV. Thank you guys for being here. And we're gonna see where this insanity leads us. Creepy fish. Creepy fish! There may be a lot of cackling involved. Forewarning, if I'm in a position where I'm playing an evil character or something that has a lot of power, I can get real messed up very fast. So, like, viewer beware, crazy swamp witch emerges. Oh, he's so fun looking. Yeah! I cannot wait to see what this is going to be all about, because I honestly hope this lives up to like my wildest chaos-causing fantasies.
Another wonderful night to be a demon, isn't it, Mr. Buttons? Oh, I agree. Now let's see what's on the agenda of evil tonight. Let's see. Here it is, Wednesday the 7th. Sneak up on the Haymonson's daughter and cut her braid. Check. Already did that last week. Doubt it's grown back. Create an army of giant mutant chickens to terrorize the farm. That one didn't quite work out last time. The villagers managed to kill all the chickens and use the excess meat to feed the kids at the orphanage. Hungry little bastards. So let's just skip that until I perfect a non-edible cyborg chicken or something. Make Miss Barbara's pies go sour. Better not. I'm starting to think that old bat's developed a taste for sour pies. I swear she's playing me. Feed laxative-laced birdseed to the local pigeons so they wreak havoc on town. Alright, yeah, that one sounds pretty great.
Surrender, Sid. Your nights of evilness are over.
What's that? Sounds like Dan Teapot yelling at my door again. This time it is over. For realsies. There's no escape from this one. None of your tricks will save. No more Sid the Demon terrorizing the town. Yep, that's Dan. I'd better get rid of him quickly. Who knows what annoyances that nagging insect is cooking up.
Oh. The art style is amazing. And yes, I get to play as a crazy demon. This is fantastic. We're like... Okay. Nightstand.
It's my nightstand, with a drawer full of evil plans. And my diary, also full of evil plans.
Mr. Buttons. Oh, and the little, like, point-and-click style guys are awesome. Can I have him?
What? You want to stay in the bedroom? He wants to stay in the bedroom. That's my super comfy bed. Well, it isn't that comfy, but at least it's a bed. They're the socks I was looking for last night. I don't want them now, and I don't know why I wanted them then. They smell. It's my hook-shaped cane. I generally use it to ruin the school musicals by yanking kids off the stage with it. A gentleman has no class if he doesn't have his cane. The door is locked. Luckily for me, I'm not in a hurry to use the bathroom.
It's the ultimate guide to giving toasts. It's a really long book, but it gives good advice. My toaster's so much better now. I've already read this book. Twice. I think I need to let it stew a little before I go in for round 3.
It's just one. I don't want just one sock. It's my bed lamp.
Okay, the art style is fantastic. He is sassy as all freaking get out. I am such a happy person right now.
It's broken. The tires are flat and everything else is rusty.
Oh, and I have a giant fish.
It's my lovely fish Domingo. He knows how to do some cool tricks, like act like a fish or splash, but usually it's super ineffective. He's inside his tank. Hi, Domingo. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy, Domingo? You are. Yeah, you're a good boy.
I used to store all sorts of useful gadgets and inventions in here. Nonetheless, the only thing I found inside that is not broken or useless is this multi-bit screwdriver. With no bits at all.
Okay. Ooh. Hungry Wolf Jail Lever.
That lever releases the wolves. Ah, so many lovely memories tied to this thing. I'd rather not open it. A giant rat could escape and bite me.
Okay.
It's full of holes and stinks. I wonder why I haven't burnt the thing already. No one knows when you're going to need a coat with this crazy weather. Even if that coat is old, and full of holes, and stinks. It activates the trap door that is outside my castle. It's very useful when Girl Scouts are selling cookies. I just want some cookies and they always run away when I answer the door. Goodbye, Dan. Wait, why isn't this working? I should check the engine in the castle basement. Release the wolves! Meow! Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Ha! Shouldn't there be a bunch of screaming, howling, and general chaos right about now? Wait. probably has something to do with the fact that I forgot to feed the wolves
Oh.
throughout the entirety of winter. Whoopsie.
Oh, this is amazing. Okay. Basement door. Open the basement door.
To open it, I'll need the basement key.
Okay. So, I have to go find a key.
Don't try anything funny, demon. Today your evil existence ends. You are not going out. I will trap you inside your castle.
Okay, I kind of like this
Leave
one.
this place before I hurt you in vague but unpleasant ways.
You can't hurt me. You're locked inside your castle.
You do realize that you're standing on a big trap door with an X on it.
Do you take me for a fool? I already sabotaged the trapdoor mechanism and locked the basement door. And you can't repair it.
Give me the basement key.
No.
Oh, come on, open that door.
No way. Tonight your villainous legacy ends.
Which key did you use to lock the basement door?
This one.
Thanks.
Hey, that was my key. I don't care. You can't fix the mech I made down there anyway. This trapdoor is still useless.
Let's see about
Wanna
that.
bet? Oh, Denny boy.
Isn't it a little past your bedtime, Danny boy?
First of all, it's never too late for me. I am the relentless protector of Darkestville.
It's 11 p.m.
11 p.m. already? On a Wednesday? Oh, gosh. Well, maybe it's a little late, but I'm on a mission, so I will stay. No matter what.
Do you have the missing part of the trapdoor mechanism?
I will not fall for that again. Today is your end. You are not leaving this place.
What is your plan? Starve me to death? Because I have plenty of food here.
I'm not telling you.
Ah, forget it.
You will never leave this castle again.
Okay. So now I can get to the basement. So I get to try and... Hidden lever. Pull the hidden lever.
Hey,
Waldo the
I found
skeleton.
Waldo. And he is dead.
Pick up key.
I'm happy to have the key to my bathroom. It would be terrible to be locked at home without the bathroom available.
Mechanical chicken.
It's too heavy to carry around. A not quite finished cyborg chicken. It still needs a soul in the soul slot to work, if my theory is correct. Carob wooden boards. I love the wooden smell. They are too heavy to carry around. Dan Teapot has vandalized the door mechanism. The chain and some cogs are missing. It's empty. I think Dan stole my sandwich. Jackass. I don't want to unbox all that stuff. Old evil plans and research about a variety of things is inside those boxes alongside my old toys.
can't use this screwdriver as it is right now. I can't use this screwdriver as it is right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go find some other stuff. Screwdriver bit.
I should be more careful where I leave my tools. Now I have a fully functional screwdriver.
Okay, I want to see if I can change the controls at all. Move cursor, examine inventory item, walk to cycle inventory, object highlight. Okay. So, can I use my screwdriver?
There's nothing to unscrew there.
Nope. Alright. So I think I'm probably gonna have to go find some stuff. Hey, Caleb, glad to see you're hanging out. Okay, so now I can get into my bathroom. I wonder if I can use my screwdriver with the bicycle.
Come to me, my instrument of eternal terror. To the
Bike
inventory
chain?
you go.
Okay. It's the kitchen door. Yeah, I figured you'd probably be getting some sleep relatively soon. You're not normally up too late, but I am happy to see that you came to hang out for a bit. No. 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 Bathroom door key. Okay.
I don't want to break the short.
Medicine cabinet.
It's glued shut and I can't pry it open. Maybe if I had some kind of abrasive substance or another. It's full of
Bathtub.
oil. See, I was expecting this shipment of penguins that I planned on oiling up and releasing back into the wild, but they never showed up. Now it's properly lubed. Heh, lube.
Oh, this is gonna be amazing.
The true frozen throne.
Non-abrasive soap.
Now I can wash my hands properly.
Okay. Towel. Can I have a towel?
It's stuck with something at the bottom of the bathtub. I'd prefer to keep my hands clean.
I can't use the cane with that. That doesn't need to be slippery. That doesn't need to be slippery. That doesn't need to be slippery.
Okay. Cabinet doors, cabinet doors. Laundry chest.
It's a treasure chest, and it contains the treasure of storing dirty clothes in an organized way. I don't want anything from there. It's full of dirty clothes.
Okay.
It's me. It's okay where it is right now.
See what else I can find. This does have a bit of a Monkey Island feel to it, while also being evil and amazing and I cannot begin to describe how much there is love. Okay, so let's go back down to the hall. So you didn't want to open the kitchen door, but...
I'd rather not open it. A giant rat could escape and bite me.
Why do you have giant rats in your kitchen?
I would love to terrorize the town as the demon bike rider again, but this bicycle is beyond repair.
Okay. Is there anything else sort of hanging around? Let's go down to the basement, because I know we can now put...
The mechanism is simple. Someone steps over the trapdoor, I activate the trapdoor lever, and the dope falls through a system of pipes to end up in this jail. Presto.
There's nothing to unscrew there.
I already fixed the chain, but some cogs are missing.
Okay. So I need cogs.
The trapdoor leads to this jail. The skeleton came with the jail when I bought it at an auction.
There's nothing to unscrew there.
It doesn't have any screws. I used rivets to build this one.
I don't think it's a good idea to use this horn with that. He is stronger than he looks and could steal this from me. I better keep my stuff at a safe distance. He is stronger than he looks and could steal this from me. I better keep my stuff at a safe distance. There's nothing to unscrew there. There's nothing to unscrew there.
It perfectly captures Mr. Button's personality. It's stuck with something at the bottom of the bathtub.
I can't use the cane with that. There's nothing to unscrew there.
It's glued shut and I can't pry it open. Maybe if I had some kind of abrasive substance or another. I already read those.
That doesn't need this smelly coat. That doesn't need this smelly coat.
I figure out what my next move is here.
There's nothing to unscrew there.
Don't worry, it was already broken. I hope I didn't just void the warranty on this thing.
Alright, I have cogs. So now I should be able to go and fix the trap door so that I can fling Dan Teapot down it. Because that's what we're gonna do. So that I can get out of my castle and start terrorizing the town good and proper. Okay. Cogs. With trap door mechanism. Okay. To the hall. Now, can I use my trapdoor?
Hey Dan, let me out.
Ha! You'll never be able to.
Hi Dan. Would you care to explain this whole trapping me in my castle business now?
Ha ha! You think you've defeated me, but I've won.
Fascinating. I find your claims tenuous at best, coming from inside of a jail cell.
I have delayed you enough here. They are already in town. There's no escape now.
Who are they, and why would I want to escape from them? Have you been sneaking mushrooms out of my gardens again? I told you those are for my alchemical experiments.
You don't get it, do you?
Nope. No idea what you're talking about.
I've hired the Romero brothers. The most infamous demon hunters alive are coming for you. They've long been here by now. There is truly no escape for you. They'll track and hunt you down. They are the best of the best. I've kept you from getting ahead. Like I said, I win. You're done.
Oh, come on, you moron. Don't you realize that it's the villain who's supposed to give their whole plan away with overly detailed monologues? You've gone and messed up our whole dynamic.
You don't get it? The Romero brothers are the best, and they will never...
Silence truly is golden. Now then, let's analyze this little situation I've found myself in. A team of demon hunters are, well, hunting me. It's kind of flattering that the so-called best of the best are after me, oh my. Well, if these Romero brothers want a war, then I'm going on the offensive. I'll need to go downtown to check them out. And give them a warm welcome to Darkestville. Wah-ha-ha-ha! But, I should probably quit wasting time with maniacal laughter and get going. I've got a lot of work to do after all.
I love this game.
So I'll
This is
make a
fantastic
neutron
follow-up.
bomb and hide it inside a cheesecake. No. That's really impractical. I don't have enough cheese.
Good evening, little fellow. Is that Darkestville Castle?
What? What kind of question is that? You're in Darkestville, and that's the only castle. Now, please mind your own business. I'm really busy right now.
Okay, team. You hear the man. The demon should be trapped inside. Let's do our job. To the hunt!
What was I saying? Ah, yes. So let's discard the neutron bomb cheesecake. What about a neutron bomb inside an apple pie? What am I thinking? With that giant rat inside the kitchen, I can't bake anything. Okay, all the plans involving cooking are null. Man, that's like half my repertoire.
The job is done, sir. That demon is now inside our prison chest. It won't be bothering you again.
We received your payment in the last letter, so I think that's all.
Goodbye, and thank you for hiring the Romero brothers. Wait, what? The Romero brothers? They didn't recognize me! Once again, my wit and... Wait a minute. My castle! What were they doing there? Domingo! They took him away! My lovely fish Domingo! No one messes with you! Now this is personal!
They stole my fish. You give him back! Honestly, why am I always chasing after pets? First in Maze, they steal my teddy bear, and now they've stolen my fish! I'm gonna get him back. Oh, there's a world map. Oh my. Okay. Town center, town alley, graveyard, town square, mayor's house. Alright. Start at the town center. Let's see what we can find here. There's a tavern.
This
Odd
plant
looking
looks like
plant.
it's made out of rubber.
Can I pick it up?
I cannot cut it with my bare hands. It's like it were made out of rubber. But to be honest, even if I could, I don't want to carry this plant around. It smells funny. It's a blind
Some guy.
guy outside a bar with a half-made Cuban mojito. Sounds like the beginning of a bad joke. Hi.
Who goes there?
Let me introduce myself. I'm Sid, a fine citizen of Darkestville.
Nice to meet you, sir. I'm Martin Hawkeye from West Spring. So you're a local, right?
Yes.
Well, then let me congratulate you. Darkestville is a lovely place.
Really?
Yeah. The air's so fresh and the climate is perfect.
I guess you're right. That reminds me, I have to keep working on that weather machine. I notice you haven't touched your drink.
Yeah, this mojito is kind of lame. The mint they used is really old. It's almost tasteless.
If you're not going to drink it, may I have it?
Nah, I'm gonna drink it. Eventually. Besides, even if the drink isn't good, at least I look cool with a drink in my hand, right?
No, but then again, you are too blind to notice it.
You got me there.
May I have your drink?
No.
What are you doing on the street at this time of the night?
This
I
is
went outside
charming.
the tavern for some fresh air. Why do you ask? Are the streets of Darkestville dangerous?
No, not really. Sadly, the giant mutant chickens are gone. But probably next week, the streets will be dangerous again. There's a shipment of winged tigers on the way.
Thanks for the advice.
This is absolutely charming.
Where are you staying?
At the tavern guest room.
But the tavern doesn't have any guest rooms. In fact, there are no hotels in Darkestville.
Maybe it's something new. It was a really small room, but at least it was clean.
Were you passing by the tavern kitchen?
Yes,
That is the cleaning cupboard.
that would explain the bleachy smell. I can't complain. The price was really low. and it included breakfast.
What is your business in Darkestville?
I came here to explore the natural wonders of this lovely town. I'm on vacation.
A tourist in Darkestville. That's something new. We don't have many attractions, you know.
I don't care about that. As long as the people are friendly and the drinks are cheap, I'm good to go. The good thing about being a blind tourist is that you don't even have to worry about the view when choosing a room.
I never thought about the benefits of being blind. Mental note. Return the sight of little Timothy. I have other matters to attend to.
See you soon.
This game is adorably charming.
It's a
Big
pretty
guy.
big guy. He looks kind of intimidating. The darts are heavily attached to the board, and I cannot remove them. That explains why no one has played with this thing for years. I heard that Bernard and Gerard were enemies since childhood, kind of like me and Dan Teapot. Of course, I'm much more handsome, and Dan is much more stupid. It reads, choose from our varied menu, all at the same price. Caramelized duck with bacon, bacon with caramelized duck, duck with caramelized bacon, duck with bacon all caramelized with a pinch of pepper, and if you're against the natural order of the world, don't forget to taste our vegetarian option. Giovanni, the tavern keeper. We don't mess with this guy. Not only because he's the sole owner of the tavern, which makes him an invaluable provider of different substances, but also because if he gets mad at me, he can break all of my bones. Believe me, it already happened. Twice. Hello.
Hi!
Do you know anything about that stranger over there?
You know my policy. I don't like gossip. I don't make questions. As long as you're my customer, I don't care what you do or who you are.
I can get behind that.
I would like to place an order.
Look, if you want to order something, you better pay your debt first. And I recommend you do it pronto.
How much do I owe you?
It's 2 silver coins for the pint of beer, 200 gold coins for the 6 barrels of ethanol. And don't worry about the matches. They were on the house.
Do you accept Evil card?
You know how this works, Sid. Cash only.
I don't have the money with me right now.
You don't have any more credit here until you pay me. And it would be better for your health if you did it soon.
I better go and get some fresh air outside.
See you soon.
Hello. So you are one of the Romero brothers.
Yes, I'm Walrus, the muscle of the Romero brothers. And your name is Dan Teapot, right? Oh, it was a pleasure to work for you, sir. You don't find many customers that pay full in advance by mail these days.
Where is that demon you recently captured?
We put all the demons we catch inside our demon chest. There they are imprisoned forever in some kind of an alternate dimension or something. I don't get much of that technical stuff. But don't worry, he cannot escape.
What if he has some kind of super genius and handsome friend outside trying to help him out?
Oh, don't worry. Our sister Foxy already thought about that. The chest requires 3 keys to open, and each of us only has one key, so it's impossible to open the demon chest without our authorization. Unless, of course, someone stole each of our keys. But then again, we are the best demon hunters. No one would ever dare to try that. Except some kind of idiotic moron with absolutely zero conscience about the consequences of his actions. But then again, we shouldn't worry about that. If there is such an idiot, we will crush him.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. How did you recognize me? Because I'm totally Dan Teapot.
It was easy to figure it out. In your letter, you wrote that you'd be waiting for us outside the castle to help secure the target. Between you and me, I think that putting the demon inside a fish tank was kind of too much. It made everything too easy for us.
I would love to see that mysterious key you have.
Sorry, but I will only take it out if the rest of the group has to open the chest.
Where's the rest of the team?
I'm not sure. I think Foxy is talking with the mayor, and Mongoose must be training somewhere. That lad never rests.
Goodbye. I have other matters to attend to.
It was a pleasure to talk with you, sir.
Okay. Well, we're getting some semblance of...
That corner of the woods is full of poisonous insects, rabid rats, weird-looking lizards, lawyers, and all kinds of wild creeps.
To the mayor's house, I guess.
These are some pretty interesting evil concepts over there, but I don't feel like reading them again. I'd rather not. I'm allergic to this kind of cheap alloy. Inside that chest is trapped my lovely fish Domingo. The chest is locked with 3 locks. I have to find a way to open it. Here, Mrs. Johnson keeps the mayor's daily schedule. Good evening, Mrs. Johnson.
Good evening, Sid.
What is that big chest doing inside the mayor's house?
It's from the 3 strangers that arrived in town today. They are called the Ramiro brothers. I hear they are demon hunters. If I were you, I would be hiding until they go.
What is the mayor doing?
He is talking with one of the Ramiro brothers, a woman. I think her name was Foxy. What a name! And why do they call themselves the Ramiro brothers if there is a woman in the group? It should be the Ramiro siblings.
I don't know. Maybe it's a marketing thing?
I don't know. Maybe.
May I talk with the mayor?
Do you have an appointment?
Yep.
Oh, really? Let me check that in the mayor's agenda. No, you haven't. You know, Sid, today was a really long day. Why don't you go play your pranks on someone else?
My pranks? My pranks? Please don't insult me, woman. I don't play pranks. I do evil deeds of demonic proportions.
Oh, I didn't mean to insult you, honey. But could you go to do your things outside? I heard that Mr. Martinez got a brand new doorbell. I hope no one goes to play Ding Dong Ditch at him.
Ding Dong Ditch?
Oh.
Are you suggesting that I use my evil genius to play that childish game? Good night, Mrs. Johnson. We'll talk later.
Good night, my dear.
Here, the mayor stores his booze. cabinet was depleted for redecoration. Oh, wait a minute. They forgot this bottle of 25-year-old whiskey. Interesting. Another totally biased depiction of our mayor. Yuck. Those candies are too sticky and dirty to carry around. They will mess up my inventory. No, 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 and no. This lamp here ruins all the feng shui of this place. I won't be helping the mayor to redecorate his house. The door is locked. I prefer not to touch it. I don't want to have a horrible disfiguring gypsy curse. Those trophies are covered in dust. I don't want to be sneezing the rest of the night. It's a lot of boxed stuff. It seems that the mayor is on a redecoration process.
This area is under maintenance.
It's kind of impractical to carry around. In this bench, I deployed a trap. The problem is, I don't recall what kind of trap it was. It's a statue of the founder of the town. I made an artistic intervention on it. He looks much cooler now. I can't reach it.
I can't use the cane with that.
Okay.
That's Ruffo, the guard dog. He seems to be sleeping, but as soon as any stranger walks past his house, he attacks. Sadly, I fall in the stranger category. What do you expect? It's full of trash. That darn dog is guarding his neighborhood. If I walk past his house, he will bite me. Or shoot me.
I love the growly dog. He's so cute. Okay. Weird little guy, pile of bones, crypt. Weird little guy. Go talk to him.
Ha! Yeah, ha! Ha!
Hello.
Who goes there? Oh, it is you. Dan Teapot, right?
Yeah, you are totally right. I'm him. I mean, it's me, Dan. And you are?
I'm Mongoose Romero, the lightning of the Romero brothers.
What are you doing in the middle of the night at the cemetery?
Me? Training, of course. We must always be ready for battle. You never know when you're going to find a ghost, a demon, or worse. It could be the Big Pie Raptor.
The Big Pie Raptor?
Where? Oh, so you've never heard of him? The Big Pie
This is an
Raptor is a maniacal
adorable
purple
game.
velociraptor that throws apple pies at unsuspecting people.
It doesn't sound that threatening.
You say that now, my lad, but if one night you're all alone in a dark alley and you perceive a shadowy reptilian figure running and the foul stench of apple pie infects the air, you'd better not come crying to me.
But
I understand you. I was once like you, a reckless young man. I also didn't
this is
believe
glorious.
in the Big Pie Raptor until that sad night. I remember it as if it were yesterday. I was going to a dance party with my brand new white suit. When I saw him, it was already too late. I already had 3 apple pies all over me. I tried all kinds of stain removers, but nothing worked. But one day I will have my revenge. Sweet, sweet revenge.
whatever you say, bub. Just calm down. Your friends told me you could lend me the chest key you have.
There must be a misunderstanding. We are not allowed to give our keys to anyone.
I'm pretty sure they...
Misunderstanding.
Okay. Hey, look! It's the Big Pie Raptor.
Where?
It's hiding inside the crypt. I just saw it.
At last! You are cornered, you filthy apple pie carrying animal. Wait a minute. I've already been through this a couple of times. Walrus probably told you to tell me so that he can laugh at my disappointed face. I will not fall for that again.
But I just saw it.
Oh yeah? Do you have a photo, footprints, a piece of pie, or something else to prove it?
No, not really.
Then tell Walrus I'll not fall for that this time.
I have other matters to attend to.
Goodbye, and stay vigilant.
Maybe I can take a bone, but forget about the skulls. They could bite me.
Okay, so I have a bone that might help me with the dog. Crypt.
It's the cemetery crypt. It's too dark to see inside there, and the crypt ladder steps are too tall. Which is a terrible combination. Or a perfect combination if you're planning to throw someone through the ladder. People used to stumble on the route below and fall through the crypt stairs, so the cemetery administrator decided to build this wooden ramp. People still fall through the crypt stairs, but only on the days I wax the ramp. I only have to wait until someone walks over it.
That doesn't need this smelly coat.
I don't think it's a good idea to put mud in my pockets. I've tried in the past and the sensation is horrible.
That doesn't need this smelly coat.
Okay, so I've put soap on a thingy. Maybe I can go and get past the dog now.
I can't use the bone there.
That doesn't need this smelly coat. There's nothing to unscrew there. That would be a waste. I don't think it's a good idea to use this horn with that. I can't use the cane with that. The idea is good, but this won't fit very well. The idea is good, but this... The idea is good, but this won't fit very well. The idea is good, but this won't fit very well. Ah! Every man for himself!
Okay.
It's too messy and heavy to carry around. I can't use the bone there. That doesn't need this smelly coat. There's nothing to unscrew there.
Okay, so I need to find a way to close the doghouse.
That would be a waste. I can't use the bone there. That doesn't need this smelly coat. That doesn't need this smelly coat. This is the trash of my castle. I realize now that I produce too much waste for a single demon. Here used to be my lovely fish Domingo.
It's a mountain. So scenic.
I can't use the bone there.
I'd rather not open it. The giant rat could escape and bite me.
Okay, I think we are going to save for the moment. And we will jump back into this one next Wednesday. You know, getting a little bit of an hour's worth of progress in feels pretty good to me for now. So I hope everybody enjoys their night. Thank you all for hanging out. And we will